This is my new project. It was sold to me as a 1958 Fordson 40 horsepower, which I believe is supposed to be a Major. However, looking at the serial number and looking at all the layout of it, I believe it is a 1963 Super Major. It's pretty rusted, pretty leaky. Got the exhaust broke off. All the wiring, pretty much all the wiring is just dangling. It does run, but it doesn't move. It'll go into gear, but it's acting like the throwout bearing is has the clutch locked up. On this clutch pedal, you can see the amount of free play it has, and then even when you do push it, there's not a lot of movement. So that's definitely gonna have to be adjusted. And then, like I said, the throwout bearing may need to be messed with. This connecting rod's bent. We got a lot of slop right here at this connecting joint, and then you can see all this movement before we even think about starting to try to turn that. I'm gonna have to push it way past where it should go, which is why that connecting rod is probably bent. So we're going to take this linkage off and try to reposition everything and see if we can't get it to work right. We were trying to get the cross shaft here to turn. We couldn't get it. I went to take off the inspection plate for the clutch. A bunch of oil started pulling out. So I poked a screwdriver up in the little weep hole that goes into the clutch housing, and now we got a leak. I don't think we're supposed to have oil in there. So we're gonna drain that out. Here's your problem. Alright, we got a lot of fluid coming out of that weep hole. And we're good on engine oil. However, transmission oil, not so much. It's supposed to be up to right here. So we definitely got a leak. And then took that inspection cover off. And if you look up in here, there is chunks of what I assume is clutch disc. So, I don't know if you can see it right in there. Looks like we're gonna have to be splitting the tractor and doing the clutch and figuring out this leak. Alright, I can't tell whether this has a single clutch or a dual clutch for the live PTO because the clutch pedal isn't working. I can't tell. So what I'm going to do is pull this starter out and see if I can't look in there so I can see and figure out what I've got to order before I split this tractor. Oh. It looks like we have the single stage 13-inch clutch. I'm hoping that it's just the clutch disc that needs to be replaced. But I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and order that. I know for a fact the disc does need to be replaced based on the chunks that I was seeing in the inspection port. So I'll order that. I will probably order a couple other things, some seals and stuff in here. I'm fairly certain the leak is coming from the transmission side and not the engine side. We still have the same level of engine fluid. However, transmission case is completely empty. So, I'm fairly certain that's where the fluid came from. So I'll order the seals to seal that up. And then hopefully when we get in there, that's all it is. And we don't have more to do, but we will probably have more to do. I will bring you guys back when we have the parts and we're ready to split the tractor. Until then, y'all have a good day.